Hello, hello, hello. Do we have anyone on here yet? Probably not because I didn't put the link up ahead of time. So if you're just tuning in after the live stream is up, it's just me and you right now. We'll see who shows up in a second. The hell is that noise? Okay, audio is working. Everything. Prince1015. How are you? What is up, everyone? What is up? Win podcast. What's going on? Thomas, Kevin, how is everyone? Let me see how many people got on here so far. Let me do one housekeeping thing up here. Let's turn off my thing here. Let me get to the right one. Sorry, guys. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. How many people got so far? Boom. Hey, everyone. Let's turn off my volume here. Okay. What is going on, everyone? Looks like we got a little bit of a delay on the compared. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at the chat this way because the other way is not showing. There we go. All right. Welcome to, I guess this is maybe our second or third live stream on this channel. If you're new here and you just wandered over from World According to Briggs, we'll talk about location stuff too. But really, this channel is for anyone that's looking to start a YouTube channel, things like that. I'm trying to get the viewing hours up right now, so I thought we'd just do a live stream over here. And I'm going to be covering both topics, okay? So don't think that it's just going to be all about doing it with Briggs on this live stream. In the future, it will be, but right now we're trying to get the numbers up on this channel and moving forward. San Pedro, Will McKinley. How are you, Will? Briggs, Northern Kentucky. Greetings, Red Jordan from Kentucky. We got a lot of people in Kentucky. It's late there. What are you guys doing? Oh, I guess it's only 10:30. I keep thinking it's later. I went and saw a movie today, and I got out, and it's dark, so I instantly assumed it was like 8 o'clock at night. But when I got home, I realized it was only like 5:30. That is one of the best parts about being a YouTuber, in my opinion. Uh, I can just bail and go to the movies if I want. Back in the old days, I'm working and it's got to be planned because you only have a limited amount of time off. I want to go to the movies. I went. It seemed kind of stupid, but yeah, I mean that could be for anything. You don't have to worry about missing your kids' games or something like that. There's always something that takes our time away. And when you become a creator and you start making the money off of YouTube and things like that, you don't have to worry about that horse shit. Sorry, excuse my language. Let's see if this is correct. Boom, boom, boom. I got this weird background. Let me see if I can fix that. I don't want a background. I'm gonna whine now. Oh my god, there was a great joke in the old days. I forget what comedian did it. I think it was Robin Williams. But he said, uh, they have Jewish wines now. He goes, they've always had them, but they're going mainstream. He goes, my favorite Jewish wine is Daddy, I want a Porsche. Well, that was hysterical back in the 80s. Boom, 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 boom. How is everyone? What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta hate this view. It doesn't tell me how many. I gotta look down there. We got 16 people watching. Not as many as I'd like, but it's a start, especially for a channel that really doesn't have a big following yet. And the fact that I sprung this on you. What rom com did I see? I've seen a lot of rom coms. Um, there's a great uh, Robin Williams movie decades ago. Let me see if I can. Saw a great thing about Robin Williams. David Letterman was doing a thing about, after Robin Williams' death, and he was talking about how when he was a young comedian hanging out at the comedy store in Hollywood, a bunch of struggling comedians always want to go up and get as much stage time as they can. And it was all the people that he knew. It was David Letterman, Jay Leno, a couple other people. And he said one day, "Oh, the new kid from San Francisco is going to come down. Let's see what's going on with this guy." And so they're all sitting there watching. David Letterman goes, "I watched Robin Williams the first time and thought, well, that's it. I'm heading back to Indiana. I can't keep up with that." Okay, so let's see. What was that movie called? Can I Do It Till I Need Glasses? That was Rob Williams' first movie. It was a weird, comedy movie, but it was about a nudist colony. I don't think they showed a bunch of nudity because I think it was only PG-13, but it was actually stupid and funny at the same time. 23 people here. We are doing great. Howdy, Briggs. How are you? Anything taking a cruise or train trips this year? I'm actually going on a cruise in April. Then I have another one coming up in August, and then I think we're going to take one in November. So yeah, a lot of them. Do you think Guide Realm is a good type of YouTube channel? I don't know what that is. Guide Realm, Guide Realm. Is that a Minecraft thing? If that's what you're talking about, because I typed in Guide Realm and that's what it says, Minecraft. But if Guide Realm's what you're talking about, anything to do with Minecraft is still good. You're going to find an audience. There is it's still, maybe it's not its heyday, but that is still a very popular game, and a lot of kids still watch it. And my granddaughter watches Minecraft videos all the time, Roblox videos. How can I live 100 years and have no idea for a YouTube channel? Well, you could always have an idea for a YouTube channel. I'm just going to make a video about this, but I think we'll talk about it right now. And even if you're just here for the World According to Briggs stuff, this is kind of interesting. One of the most important things for your YouTube channel or for a YouTube video is the hook. What is the hook like in the beginning? Okay. The hook is how you grab their attention in the first, let's say, 30 seconds of the video. Back in the old days, I had this long, drawn out thing, and then everyone started talking about the hooks, and I started researching it. The hook is something you got to get there, give them the information for the video to want them to make them want to watch more of the video, right? So, like if I'm doing something about the most dangerous places in the world, I'll come in, and the first thing I'll say is, "Today I'm going to tell you where you're more than likely than not to die on vacation." And then I'll go into the video. That's that hook. That's almost like the news back in the old days where the news comes on and they're all, I always remember this one. "That beer you're drinking could give you an STD. More on that later." And then they go into the intro to the thing, and then they get to it. Finally, they get to this thing as I'm drinking a beer, thinking it's giving me gonorrhea or something like that. And come to find out, it was just a study done that a lot of people are getting different, STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, because they make poor decisions and don't use condoms when they're drunk. That's all it was. But it was a good hook. It made me watch the news that night. I wanted to find out what was it all about. Hey, Live a Little, how are you guys? Not sure if it's the Lindsays. Not sure which one's on here. Um, so Live a Little is a YouTube channel that I met while I was on a cruise. Saw them with their big, their camera. That's a big giveaway to anyone that's making a quality videos. Usually they have like a DSLR on a tripod or on a Ronin or something like that. And I saw them come into the dining area. I'm all, "Hey, you guys got a YouTube channel?" They're all, "Yeah, how'd you know?" Like, okay, well, just so you know, it's kind of obvious. But yeah, so now we're friends. I keep meaning to go on another cruise with them, and I had to bail out on one, which I think is supposed to be in April. And I bailed out because we didn't think we are going to make it. And then now I have another cruise. I went to rebook that one. It was all sold out. Bummed me out. I plan to nomad, retire, and travel the world. Calvin, get yourself a camera. Get yourself a camera and film it and start a YouTube channel because you will make money. Hey, Mark Paulson, how are you? Okay. So this thing here, let me see if I miss some. Is it better to pause posting? If the video, okay, here we go. Free side fence. Let's see if I can find it up here. My chats are all screwed up. Here we go. Here's a good question. Is it better to pause posting if the video deviates slightly from your niche and hold out for the perfect fit or not necessarily? In the beginning, put up whatever you want. Try and stay close to your niche. I mean, I think I've said before, don't start a chess channel and then one day upload a video about, you know, planting rhododendrons or something like that. People are going to be, I came here for chess. Maybe put up a thing about a new Monopoly board coming out or something like that. The themed ones all the time. Stay within the realm, but put up whatever you want in the beginning. You want to see what works. In the first, I would say 6 months of uploading videos, you're actually just analyzing what's happening, what is going on, what is getting people to react. Like I said before, I start off a gaming channel because I saw that PewDiePie made $14 million in 1 year, and this was back in, like, 2015. Yeah. So, he made, like, $14 million in 1 year, and he was a gamer at the time. So, I decided to be a gamer because that's where the money was. I didn't know anything about YouTube, and I learned it didn't work for me. So, I tried other things and eventually ended up on listicles. So, in the beginning, try whatever you want. Try new things. Try exciting things. Boom, 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 boom. So good question. But yeah, if you don't have like 1,000 or 5,000 subscribers, try whatever. If you're under 1,000 subscribers, let's say you're under 2,000 subscribers, try whatever works. I think I had maybe 600 subscribers when I quit vlogging. Okay, it wasn't working for me. I wanted it to work for me. It just wasn't. Oh, you have almost 7,000 subs. Okay, well, you're in a different situation. Okay, I have almost 7,000 subs on the channel. I sleep. I I sleep. I think that's supposed to be in cars, but I slept in a cabin, and people didn't watch it. Oh well, try something else. Find something to get them excited when you're in the early days, especially now, it's a great time to start your YouTube channel because they're really pushing new creators. Okay. So make sure your thumbnail is the best thumbnail it can be. Everyone, I would suggest right now, if you're starting your channel and you're getting rolling, watch as many videos you can on how to make thumbnails because um, thumbnails are the most important thing to you. And there's a lot of people that analyze them, a lot of people that really look into them, and they know better than I do because I'm still learning too. But if there's anything like that, like thumbnails, you need to do research on what makes a thumbnail work. I'm redoing my thumbnails right now, and I'm hiring people to do them, and I'm trying to find that new look. One thing I have learned: if I stray too far away from what my uh, thumbnails normally look like, the video just dies. It's like my normal people see it and they're all, "What is this?" So I've had some success with getting videos or thumbnails done by other people, but for the most part, I don't think it's really working out for me. But I'm going to keep trying. I got some good advice from Roberto Blake. He was running a live stream one day, and I just put my channel up there. I'm all, "What do you think I need to do?" And he looked at the channel, and I really respect Roberto Blake and his opinion. He's part of the reason I learned how to do YouTube. I used to watch him religiously, but he said the only thing missing from my channel is top quality thumbnails. And the reality is, if someone could make me that theme video or that theme thumbnail I'm looking for, I'll pay big dollars for it. But I got to make sure it works. You know, I mean, if it works for me, it's almost worth it to pay $50 or more a thumbnail, but I haven't found one that really works yet. Would you recommend Hey, Nicole, how are you? Would you recommend starting a broad category, like pet education, narrow as you go? Well, you can. It's like I started off talking about reasons not to move places. And not knowing how long this channel would go on, I thought, well, that can last 50 videos, thinking I'll make 50 videos and I'll be rolling in the dough. Well, after a couple months, I realized I better come up with some other subjects. So it was easy transition to cities. Okay. So instead of my original thought of niching down to just working on states and reasons not to move there and reasons to move there, I had to expand. So I expanded it to cities and then small towns. So it kept growing, but I still kind of stayed with the same theme. And originally, I didn't know my theme was basically geography and social geography or cultural geography for that matter. I didn't realize that was my theme. But now it's kind of narrowed down. I'm thinking about doing something almost, once or twice a week where I do the weekend review about things that have happened in the United States, over the week. Like the city of Chicago passed this law today. Now, this is because da 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 da. Might have something like that going on where I discuss things that are happening in these different states and cities and stuff. I don't know. Just want to find something new to add to what I'm doing. So you always have to be looking outside your original niche. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to run out of, if you just make it too narrow of a subject matter, you're going to run out of content way too soon. Lose my, well, thank you, David. How's the teaching gig going? I always say that. Well, thank you. And I do it like that because I love the guy. He's a great guy. I used to work at Comcast with this guy named David. He's very flamboyant, and I'd say something to him, and he'd all, "Thank you, Mr. Briggs." So I'm actually impersonating him. I really don't talk like that to people. Yeah, all right. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, let me see. I missed a good one. Okay, where was it? Ah, here we go. Sorry, I missed this one earlier. All right, I'm trying to get my YouTube channel going again. Thomas, how are you? The last video only has 51 views so far. Any suggestions on we get an old channel going again? Well, Thomas, it depends on your subject. But one thing, if you want to get it going again, the first thing I would do is plan about 5 videos. Get them all made and start launching them once a week, twice a week, something like that, just to get the ball rolling. If you start putting up content on a consistent basis, the algorithm will pick it up. If you haven't put up anything in 3 months and then you just upload one video, you're kind of starting from scratch, especially if you're not a huge channel. I mean, even if I quit uploading for a few months, I would take a hit. I would take a serious hit and it would take me months to recover from it. Okay. Maybe take a couple days off for me or a week at max. But if I were to actually quit for 3 or 4 months, my channel take a serious hit. If you've only got about 1,000 subscribers and you quit for that long, you're almost starting fresh. So I would have a, little back catalog of videos you could put up and I'd start putting them up. Maybe throw in some shorts to see how those work for you. Anything to get the algorithm to recognize you again and start putting you out there for 'em. Again, I should say, putting you out there again. Can't even speak today. All right. I know I missed another one. Let me get to it. Okay. So, what is the best camera for a newbie? Um, I would recommend any decent phone that you have is the first step I would go. Okay. Now, if you got, so if you've got an iPhone, 5, 6, anything, use that in the beginning. It's got a decent camera and it'll get you by. If you want to take a step up from that, I would get the DJI Pocket 3. You can get the Pocket 2. DJI Pocket 3, I had popcorn in my teeth from the movies. Anyway, so and I brushed my teeth. I wonder how that stayed. But anyway, so the DJI Pocket 3 is a little bit better. They got a bigger sensor, so better for, if you're filming indoors or something like that, better, light. And then it's got a little the the lens on it is a little tiny thing. I wish I had it in here. I guess it's in the other room upstairs. I don't feel like climbing the ladder. So yeah, I would look at the DJI Action 2 or 3, and that'll probably work best for you. Because then, if you're out wandering around, it keeps it level. It's on a gimbal. Basically, it's the camera they use for a lot of drones on a stick. That's all it is. I think did I have one in the thing here? I do not. Let me see if I can get a picture of one real quick. Image. All right, let's get this. Okay, that's the one I'm looking for. Boop, boop, boop. Save image as. Sorry it's taking so long to do this. I wasn't expecting this, but I think it's important that I show this to you. Um, media, maybe let's put it on here. Overlays. Where did it go? There it is. All right, give this a second to upload. Sorry. All right, so it's going to cover my face because I didn't have time to trim it down, but here you go. That is a DJI Action 3. As you can see, it's got a little screen that turns. So you could rotate that screen that's on there where you see the girl. And if you have it vertical, it's going to film in vertical mode. If you have it sideways like that, it's going to film horizontal. So or long form video versus short. And then that little box next to it is actually a mic that you could put on there. I always put these underneath my shirt. And so it's got a magnet on this. So I can just put it right there. It's a really cool device. It's what I recommend to everyone. Now, if you want to go high end and get the absolute best pictures, which the Lindsays here live a little, their channel, they focus on cruising and travel, but they get some really, really good footage. A lot of it I'd like to steal from them, but their footage is excellent. And they use a bigger rig with a DSLR and stuff like that. At least I think they still do. So, yeah, that's what I would recommend. Use your phone or use a DJI Pocket. And these days, the DJI products are coming out with these little mics, and the mics are getting smaller and they're getting better. You don't need all the other stuff you used to need. Okay, let me see. Thanks. Thanks for your the YouTube tutorial videos. They're super good. I'm glad I can help. That's what I'm shooting for. My daughter just got a Pocket 3, and her videos are doing better just from the quality. Oh yeah, Prince, they're excellent. I love them. I see. I when I travel and I film, um, I want it. I don't want to have to carry a bunch of stuff around with me. I want to enjoy my trip too. Pocket goes in my pocket, and I just pull it out. And I always have the mic on me right there. I carry a battery backup. It's a little tiny one in case things go south, and I run out of juice. So yeah, let's see here. Can you tell if something is copyrighted, aka a song? When you put up your video and you have a copyrighted song on your video, it'll let you know. It'll let you know in advance that your song has a copyright on it. Um, didn't used to. You used to have to find out the hard way when you got a copyright strike. Now, I'd say it's about 99% accurate. So as your video's uploading, you'll get a notice. Hey, this got copyright material. My suggestion is YouTube's audio library is kind of big now, and their stuff isn't horrible. Back in the old days, it was almost like they had like jingles on there. It was just horrible music. And they only had maybe 200 things. Now there's thousands of things and it's nice. Definitely stick with YouTube's uh, whatever it is, media thing or music files. Yeah, yeah, you guys do have a nice rig, but your footage is always great. I want to talk to you guys too. Find out what other cruises you're going on this year or next year because we gotta meet up for another cruise. We kind of broke our heart that we canceled that one on the Aqua. Was it the Aqua? Yeah, the Aqua. It was like I canceled it, and then it was like a month and a half later. I'm all, we could go, and so I tried to book it again. No dice. The whole Haven is sold out on that cruise. Okay, let me see if I missed any other ones. Go back a little bit. Been running around for 3 years. I think I slowed down posting a few months ago. Okay, here we go. Been running my channel for 3 years now. I slowed down on posting for a few months when I had surgery, and the algorithm hit me hard. Yep, I'm back. So I always have a couple videos ready to go in case something happens to me, and I got a stroke a few months back. That's why I canceled the trip I was going on with the Lindsays. But I wasn't sure how my health was going to be months down the road, so we thought we'd just back off a lot of things. And so I had, while I was in the hospital, I uploaded some videos that I had saved. And last week my voice was trashed. Uh, we had a little cold going around here. So today's video, actually on World According to Briggs, was something I had filmed a while back, and I put it up. It's a compilation video. Which, if you ever get a chance, Lindsay's, I would suggest this to you guys. If you take clips from your old videos and just narrate them, or just put all your old videos together into a big playlist, but you got to do an intro for them, each one, you could reuse that content. And when you get to those hour, 2 hour long videos, CPM is huge. Yeah, I'll tell you guys if I talk to you again on what it is on them. So I know I'm kind of bummed about it. Okay, let me see if I missed any other ones. Boop, 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 boop. How many people we got on? 45. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button. I don't even know how many likes we got right now. It's not. Oh, David. Yeah, there we go. It's not easy. T-shirt shopping. Yep. Yeah. Investigate. Yeah. That investigating child crimes can be very depressing. I used to play hockey with a guy. That's what he did, and he said he doesn't. He This is years ago. He said I don't sleep well, and he goes, I don't think I ever will. How many subscribers you have before you actually start traveling? I was actually traveling before I had subscribers. It was just something I did as a hobby. When I was stand-up comedian, I would, on the days off, when I'm in Indiana, I would jump in the rent a car and go to small towns and just kind of walk around, take still photography. Never thought about doing videos. And then as the internet got bigger, and you start seeing it as a tool, I used to look up small towns on the internet, and I would have information before I went there, and I thought it was really, really interesting. Little did I know I was laying the groundwork for what I would be doing for a living. And we're talking, this is like 2002, 2003, stuff like that. I just kicked the camera, sorry. Um, so as time went on, I started the channel, and I was like, "Man, I should have been videotaping that whole time." Back in the day, we didn't have a video camera in our pocket all the time. Okay. I know. Stock videos, where can you get, costs? Well, there's, like, Story Blocks and a few other things. Story Blocks is probably best bet. They did something to their search engine that I cannot stand. So, Story Blocks, I think it's like God, I don't even know offhand, maybe 16 to 25 bucks a month, you know? iStock has a lot of footage too, but it is expensive. Storyblocks is much cheaper. And really, Still photography, iStock has a lot better collection, but when it comes to videos, they don't have as much as Storyblocks. I'd stick with Storyblocks on that one. Now you might get higher quality video on iStock, but I mean, unless you're doing a video or channel on photography or like the Lindsays where they're going out and traveling to glaciers and stuff like that, you don't need the crispest, perfect video. Decent video will do it for you. I mean, just be high definition. Doesn't have to be 4K, 8K, whatever. But yeah, to answer your question from earlier, uh, I was always traveling way before it. When the pandemic happened, that's when I really started just working out of the office, and that's when I really got into using stock footage because I wasn't traveling anywhere. Still had to make videos. That's when we started leaning into statistics more than the travel portion of it. And what's weird is when I started doing more statistic based videos, that's when the channel really started to grow. I mean, we were doing good, but man, when I was all about statistics right around 2022, 2020, well, probably 2021, 2022, the channel took off. People love their statistics. There are just certain people. I mean, there's people in the world that watch baseball and they love baseball, but they're really into the stats. That's their thing. So it's just like everyone's gonna. People love things, and no rhyme, no reason. People love statistics. Yeah, it's just go to Storyblocks. They got some good stuff. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Let me see. Missed this one. Sorry, changing wins. I have just 30. I just have 35, but I'm trying to get to that 50 so I can do live on my phone. Ah, there you go. If anyone wants to throw him a sub, jump on over there. It only needs 15 so he can do live streams on his phone. Give it a shot, guys. Help a brother out. Did I get this one earlier? What's your take on just filming with a phone? I had a 3-year-old phone. Nothing wrong with that. I did. See, but my new phone is light years ahead. Oh yeah, absolutely. Anything that was, I mean, you can get good footage out of a camera that was bought almost 10 years ago. I mean, 2015 cameras are doable. Anything past 2019 is all you need, in my opinion. iPhone, Android, doesn't matter. Um, but as you get better, if if your channel starts growing, look into getting a legit camera. But your phone's really all you need in the beginning. What else we got going on here? Anyone else got any questions? Oh, my Google Trends video. That one can help you out. I think I'm still gonna do the for this channel. I'm still gonna do the how to get a good hook for your videos. Because I've seen a lot of the people that watch me are older, and when you're a little bit older, you've seen TV, and that's how you're programmed. You think that's how you should make a video because you watch Martha Stewart, where she starts off in the garden and then she gets up like the camera just showed up. Hi everyone. Today we're going to be talking about this. It's not how YouTube works. They want to see you right there in the garden if you're doing a gardening channel and just go, today we're going to talk about how these things are growing. And right now it doesn't look like they're good. So that's your hook. Boom, you're gardening, you're going to talk about growing your what is that thing? Oh my god, there was a Monty Python skit that was great. Oh, anyway, so let's say you're growing daisies, or tulips. You start off and you're talking about tulips. You go, these tulips, I just planted them 3 weeks ago. They're looking pretty good. I don't know if they take a year to grow. I don't know. But we're going to check these out and see what's going wrong with these last four over here. Stuff like that. You got to give them what you're there for. You don't want to start off with that, hey, everyone, thanks for showing up to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Namaste. Nobody wants to see that unless you're running a yoga channel, okay? They just want to see what they're going to in store for, and they're going to keep watching because you explained what's coming. Will. I watched your Google Trends video again. Still a little iffy on how it use it properly. Yeah, just kind of feel through it and see what works. I think I read that already. I was wondering about doing outside videos by phone. What do you need for sound? Well, you can get one of those DJI mics that'll connect to your phone. Then you just put the little thing right here. That's probably the best way to go. But you can get a little tiny boom mic that will hook up to your phone and just plug in. Those are okay. I mean, sometimes the phone's sitting here and you're near traffic, they're barely gonna be able to hear you, or it's a windy day. So you want a little external microphone. I would suggest looking into even one of the off-brand little Bluetooth mics, like the DJI mic. If you type in DJI mic, it's gonna offer you on Amazon a whole bunch of different off-brand ones that are probably like 60 bucks, 50 bucks. Look at those. Just remember you get what you paid for. No problem, change your winds. I hope you get your 50. And that's another thing. If you're just starting your channel out, start doing some vertical live streams. I know this isn't one of them, but vertical live streams is, we talked about before, how YouTube is pushing certain things, and you want to follow what they're pushing, because if you're playing their game and playing it the right way, you're going to get a boost, okay? Um, because they can move the algorithm to have an emphasis on things, okay? It's not just this neutral zone, everyone gets the same treatment algorithm. No, they've got a lot that goes into it. And if they want you to make shorts, make shorts. If you find out they don't work for your channel, quit making shorts, but get something out of it when they're pushing something. And right now they're pushing vertical videos, vertical live streams. That's very popular on TikTok. And of course, one of YouTube's biggest mission is to, I don't know, they want to get some of that TikTok market. And if they'd be happy if it went out of business. So that's what they're doing. Okay, let me see what this one says. Okay, I got a couple here. Okay, how many subs views do you need to rake in about 3 to 500K a year? Well, it depends on what we talked about before, the CPM. What depends on your genre. What are you talking about? Because if you're talking about the lilies that are growing in your garden, you're going to be making $2 a for 1,000 views. Okay. Now, if you're talking about finance, you could be making $40 for 1,000 views. Now, that's not guaranteed, but talking about personal finance, talking about real estate, talking about cars, that's going to get you more money than talking about gaming or talking about, your daisies or whatever, or vlogging for that matter. If you're talking about a subject that is a sellable item that advertisers are actively trying to, sell, like if you talk about cars, man, that'll go through the roof. If you're a car nut, anything, review the latest cars coming out. The automobile industry will throw a lot of ads at YouTube, and they're just looking for people to have automotive videos so they could place those ads, right? Not a whole bunch of people looking to sell gardening products for lilies. So that's how you got to look at it, but it's a big range. Go back and look at that video I did on CPM. That'll kind of explain where the thousands are. Okay. So let's say, you are making, all you got to do is add up. Let's say it's a CPM that makes $5 an hour or $5 a thousand views on average. You just do the math. 500,000 going to get you? Like I've said, I had a stroke. My math skills suck, so I can't even add that up for you right now. I'm finding that I am getting most more engagement, likes, comments on TikTok. Well, yeah, that's because people are just strolling through videos. So let's say a YouTube channel will get a certain amount of views because you got to think of the volume these people are watching. If you sit down to watch YouTube and let's say you're on there for an hour, you'll probably watch 4 videos, right? Maybe 3. If you're on TikTok for an hour, you're going to see like 200 videos. That's just how it works. I don't know about 200, but you're going to see a lot more than 4. We just got a DJI mic mini. Yeah, wow. Narration's much easier. Yeah, that's the first thing you want to invest in is your mic. If you're filming with your phone, get a mic. You know, if you've got, I can get a DJI Pocket or I can get a DJI mic this month. Get the mic. Like I've said before, audio is king. Video, or actually, I think it goes audio, story, or whatever you're talking about, how your presentation is, and the video quality is number 3, if you ask me. But audio is king when it comes to it because like I said in that video, you're going to click off a video that has horrible audio faster than you would if they've got not the best video. um Live a little is actually saying if you spend the money, not send you, they're not sending money out, so just so you know. I don't know if I told you guys this. I think I talked about it in a short. But I always tell people, if you need any questions answered, you need any help moving, let me know. Send me a question in the chat or something. If I get to it, I'll help you out. So I just always say, I'll help you if you're trying to move. I get this woman email me, "Hey, I want to take you up on your offer." I'm all, "My offer? Yeah, to help people move." I'm all, "Sure. What can I help?" This on an email. I'm all, "What can I help you with?" "I need $1,500. I'm like, "I'm not giving you $1,500. She's like, "Why'd you say you're going to help then?" I'm like, "What?" you know, I was like, "With information." So I don't need information. I know where I'm going. I just need some money. Like, oh my God. And then she starts going into, "You make all that money. You can't help someone." I was like, "Okay, we're done." I use a recording thing, which is Audacity, but it keeps crashing on me. So I'm thinking about starting to work on one of the other programs to do my audio. What I run on mine through is you have all kinds of different effects you could use, and I use compression and limiter because sometimes I'm talking and I move from the mic and like I'm doing right now. And so if you look at the meter of the mic, all of a sudden you see these jumps. Well, you run the limiter and it shrinks it all down to kind of an even. So I run the compression, I run limiter, and that's all I do. I know a lot of people will put in more bass to their voice and things like that. I don't need it. I got a deep enough voice and it's always worked for me. Now, back in the old days, I did a lot of things trying to make up for crappy mics that I owned. Now I have quality mics in both this room and my room upstairs, so I don't really worry about it too much. I'm actually these days I'm starting to like the audio in this room alone than my bigger setup in my office upstairs. Okay, I missed some questions, so let me get to them. That's a good one. What do you think about a travel channel that covers travel in Japan and travel in the U.S. national parks? We're starting to get more subs after following your advice about community engagement. Yeah, community engagement is really important. That's another thing that YouTube's pushing right now. Make community posts. I don't think it takes much, like subscribers wise or videos up. You just have to verify your account. I think you can start making community posts. I can be wrong about that right now. I know they're making some things wrong. Like earlier today, some of you are here because I put up, "Hey, I'm going up live on the other channel." That's a community post. If you could work those, you'll you're playing YouTube's game and they're going to boost your channel a little bit. I promise you. But yeah, But I think traveling in Japan, traveling in national parks would be excellent. People just not everyone gets to travel, and I'm sure a lot of the people that watch my channel watch it because they don't get to go to these places. They wanna learn about them. They're probably stuck in an office someplace, and it's dead of winter, and they wouldn't mind watching a video about Hawaii or something. I use editing software. Now, my son, who edits most of my videos, he uses Premiere Pro. I don't like Premiere Pro because Um, I don't like it's just it's a lot. I like it's simple and I like it to be enjoyable when I edit a video. So CapCut's probably a good one for that, but I really like Filmora. A lot of people have problems with Filmora. I think it's great. Sure, there are some things I can't do that a professional would do on Premiere Pro, and I understand that, but I like Filmora. It's easy, it's enjoyable. I don't have to do too much to it. It's fine. You get paid for live streams. Not on this channel because it's not monetized, but my other channel I do. If I do a live stream, I usually, I don't get much in donations or, super chats or anything like that. But I would say I normally get about $100 in super chats, and then the amount of views I get, and I'm usually on an hour or so. Uh, I would say if I do a live stream, the first month of that live stream, I'm gonna probably make $400, maybe something like that. Not bad work for an hour's work, and a lot of people enjoy them. Hello, how are you? How's the channel going? Um, YouTube, I do not think has free editing software, but there are free ones out there. I did a video and I went over some of them. So look up that video. Are you inside a safe? No, I'm in a bomb shelter underneath my house. Took me a year to clean this thing up. But yeah, I'm in a bomb shelter. And that is my door, and that is a digital lock on the door. Why I got two rooms for recording? I don't know. I just do. I have a lot of rooms. So, I have one where I do a lot of the work and a lot of the research, and, I wander around my room when I'm working because I walk and I think. So I actually do circles in my room like someone that's, had had a breakdown or something. But, so I have that room, and I kinda try and keep that to my research, and this is when I start doing live streams in here, and when I wanna do film, because this one is ready to go all the time. The other room upstairs, if I wanna go live stream, I gotta pull out the I got it on an arm, I gotta bring it over, I gotta, put all these lights up and, make sure I just got tired of it. It wasn't always ready to go. When I come down here, if I want to live stream, I turn my mixer on, lift up the computer, I turn on this camera, one button, and I go over and turn that light on, and I'm ready to go in about 30 seconds, probably, maybe a little bit more. But as I'm up getting ready to go live, I test everything to make sure it's working, and away I go. I noticed your family's channel. How many people do you have? How many people? I'm sorry. I noticed you've shouted out some of your family's channels. How many people? So, yeah, five weird things. That's my cousin. That's a nice little channel. He's growing. He's following my, you know, advice, and he's actually making money at it now. Which I've probably helped 20 people, and I think three took my advice, and two of them I know are making money right now, and the other one is taking a break and stuff like that. But I've shouted out them. I've shouted out the Lindsays, which is Live a Little, because they're my friends. And yeah, that's I don't spend a lot of time. I've had people offer to pay me to shout them out. Um, I think that's like I don't know about unethical is the word I'm looking for. I don't know. It's just not something I want to do. I don't want to shout someone out for money. If I'm shouting you out, it's because you're my family, I love you, and I wanna help you out, or my friends, I love you and I wanna help you out, or, you're a longtime subscriber or something like that. Because then you're kinda my friend too. Sometimes I'll shout out channels that I just think are great, have no connection to them at all, but I won't shout someone out for money or anything like that. Never have, never will, and I've been offered money to do it. Boop, boop. Do you think it's a good idea to post reels on Instagram to promote your channel on YouTube? We use the same handle on both. Yeah, you'll get some residual, but the fact is, YouTube, Meta, whatever, will and Instagram will. I've heard, I don't know all the details, but they kind of, if you're shouting out your channel on another thing or putting links in to get people to go to it, they kind of nerf your views. Or if you repost a link to one of your channels on Facebook instead of just uploading the video to Facebook, I've heard they're going to kind of, tone down your reach on that one. I don't know. But I do get some people from my Instagram and my Facebook over to YouTube. Not a lot, but takes me 5 minutes. Yeah, you can't listen to music while doing it. The copyright will get you every time. Now, if you want to use, what is that? There's a couple things out there that will let you, but you've got to pay a monthly thing, and they take a percentage of what you make. I don't know. So some people it matters. I mean, Casey Neistat used to use music all the time that was copyright, and for some reason he wasn't trying to make money off his AdSense. He was doing other things, so he didn't mind losing the money to if the song fit perfectly. And then when he started really making money, he was like, "What am I doing?" So he lost out, I would say, on millions of dollars by using other people's music that he didn't have a copyright to. Now, he didn't get in trouble for it. They just took his money for whatever that video got. And I'm sure there's a lot of um, creatives out there or musicians that made a good chunk of change off Casey Neistat's videos that have like 10 million views and he never got a dime for them. They did. If you are a subscriber, I can see how long you've been subscribed to my channel. Like Denzel. Denzel's been with me very long time. I don't know offhand what it is. There's a few in Tall Pines. She's been with me for a very long time. Um, there's a few others. Matt, who I think was on here, he's been here with us for a while. But yeah, if I go back to the subscribers, it tells me how long they've been a subscriber. I was looking at one the other day on World Accordion Briggs, and it said they'd been a subscriber since 2016. And I really wasn't uploading in 2016. I don't know the person. They've just been there the whole time. And I look and they occasionally leave comments. I think I was vlogging when they first subscribed. You have YouTube Premium. Does it affect the person's pay? Well, it does. It's actually, if you have Premium, I'll get more money off your view. That's what I've been told. Now, my not a lot of people have Premium, so not as many as just watch it for free. So they watch all the ads. Now I make a substantial more on ads than I do on Premium, but a premium view is worth more than a non-premium view. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Yeah, they got rid of community and they changed it to post. Who's texting me right now? Oh, wait, who's that? Oh my god. I don't know what the deal is with I click something wrong on my Facebook. Now anytime someone leaves a comment, I get a text. Someone comment on your thing. That's great if I had 10, 20 family members leaving comments, but I've got like 400 friends. They leave a comment on anything I've done on Facebook. I get a text and I keep going back and changing it so I don't get it. I don't know what I'm missing. I keep getting them. You know, uh, Kitty, I don't have my World According to Briggs open right now. Yeah, I'm on this channel. Anyone have any more questions? We got about 5 more minutes. Just doing an hour tonight. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, like the video, help out the algorithm. Thank you. Two channels, two rooms. There you go. It's kind of how it is right now. If I ever finally get my podcast going and I have people over, I got another chair like this red one back here. We'll be able to sit there. Might turn the camera that way to this concrete wall. Maybe put something on it. What's my lizard doing? Oh, he's trying to scratch off all his skin. Let me see what he's doing. Wow, he's got a so like a lizard over there, and he's got a big old chunk of dry skin off the back of his head, and it's driving him crazy. Anyway, okay, let's see if we got any more questions. Um, well, thank you very much. Do you still travel to the office in Seattle for voiceover work? No, I do not. Normally, now, if I do voiceover for anyone, I just record it in my big room upstairs and I send it to them. So I got to send like 4 different versions to them. I got to send them the raw one, then I got to send them the compressed one, and then they decide what they're going to work with or do it themselves. So, or which, they do the audio mixing with it themselves sometimes. But with that and not being right there, I get a lot of emails. You got to change this. You got to say this over again. This didn't come out right. Please do this over. And it's almost worth it just to fly there and do it because then they go, okay, we need another take or try that again. They'll be in your ear and they'll try that one again, and you got to repeat a sentence or something like that. Yeah, he needs to lotion up. Yeah, he's not happy right now. Poor guy. Figure out what's wrong with him. Did YouTube tell you to make videos telling people to start YouTube? No. About 4 other channels I watch, did, but none of them started a whole other channel about well, yeah, it's just something I wanna do. I YouTube creating videos and making a channel is one of my favorite subjects. And I'm always looking for something to, because World According to Briggs will plateau at some point, and we're kind of getting there right now. So I always want to have something else in case, it drops off. That's what they call it. Your channel dropped off. And I want to have something else going on. And so far, I have 2 channels talking about my favorite subjects YouTube and, where to live in the United States. So I also love history and daily events, and I used to have that channel on this day, but I tried it for like 3 or 4 years and it never made enough. So I had to just shine it on. Sometimes you got to cut your losses. Do you get comments telling you your thumbnail is clickbait? All the time. I mean, it doesn't even matter if it's clickbait or not. That's just something everyone's go-to thing. If you're, some people think that you should only take a frame from the YouTube video and maybe put some words on it, and that's your thumbnail. Some people have a problem if you do anything to grab their attention. They call it clickbait. Clickbait is actually if I put up a video showing one thing and the video is totally something different, right? Like if I put up a bunch of, you know, girls in bikinis at the beach and then you click on it, I'm talking about crypto, that's clickbait. Adding a good looking woman to, let's say, a beach video and I'm talking about the best beaches in the world, that's not clickbait. That's smart marketing. Okay, I missed one that okay. I admire your Briggs, enjoying learning what you share. Well, thank you very much, Jacob. Appreciate it. Yeah, I have a couple of those. We were thinking about starting a channel. It's helpful, entertaining. Well, thank you. I'm hoping it helps. Do I have any suggestions for microphones that might help someone voice not sound so squeaky? Well, if you're doing voiceover like this, if your voice is squeaky, um, learn how to use Audacity because you can add a little bass to it and adjust things so it doesn't sound as squeaky. I'm lucky. I have a decent voice and I don't have to worry about that stuff. But if I didn't have a deeper voice, I would probably be putting bass on my videos just to kinda, when I was 13, I had squeaky voice like every boy going through puberty, and if I had that voice still, I would definitely be running it through, the EQ or the bass. Alright. Bill, the same people that think you should be videos, same people that wouldn't click on that thumbnail. Yeah. A lot of times people want to complain about stupid stuff like that. That's all they're there for. Okay, so I let them leave their complaint. Sometimes I give them back what they're looking. This is the weirdest thing about YouTube people are, troll type people. So they want to say their crappy little thing to you, but if they're really being obnoxious, I give them a little back, and then they're all butthurt. And it's so weird. I think I talked about this before, but if they tell me, "Oh, your videos are weak. You need to do better editing," da, 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 I'm like, "How's your channel going?" "I don't have a channel." Then what are you talking about? And I'll give them back what they gave me, and then they're all, "You can't even take or constructive criticism." I'm all, "Well, you start off with my video sucks. That's not constructive criticism." I always tell people that all the time. But it's funny how when trolls, if you give them some back, they get all butthurt. It's really weird. It's like they're bullies. They just basically want to say negative things about your videos. And when you respond to them, all of a sudden they tell you you're thin skinned. Oh, must have hit a nerve. And I always tell them, yes, stupidity always hits me with a nerve. Hits a nerve with me. All right, guys, we'll wrap this up. It is 8:20 here on the West Coast. Um, feedback. Yeah, that's pretty good. I love that video. Good. I love your videos. How's your pig? Pig's doing pretty good. Pig's doing pretty good. We just gave her a new room. It's all pink and all that stuff. Not a new room. We just redecorated it for her. One of these days, I got to show you guys a video of the pig's room. Anyway, everybody have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you on the next video.